Hey guys, this is David McDarby, and I'm back with my third versus video. Today I'll be battling against Charles Gindy in Legacy with one of my favorite Legacy decks, an old favorite of mine, Blue-Red Delver. This was a deck that wasn't really around until Snapcaster Mage was printed, and then Andrew Shrout won an open or two with it. Andrew Schneider plays with it all the time, has won an open or two with it, and I like playing it too. I haven't won anything with it, but it's a lot of fun. Rug Delver is a deck that is very common. It plays Tarmogoyf and Resource Denial in order to defeat you with their superior spells, costing 1 mana. This is more of a mono-red burn deck that's got blue for Delver of Secret, Snapcasters, and some counter spells and filtering. But it's very fun to play, and let's check it out. So here you have the 8 main creatures: Delver of Secrets, why it's called Blue-Red Delver, and 4 Goblin Guide. These are your early 1-drops that you want to get out and start beaten down and then kill them before their more powerful spells come online. I have 3 Grim Lavamancer. This card is very sweet in that the one card that is Ravaging Legacy and Modern that's black and green and can add mana and kills you and heals you, Deathratch Shaman. This guy beats the crap out of Deathratch Shaman. So that's why I'm playing 3 of him. He also can just kill all your opponent's creatures, hopefully, and can go to the dome. Rug Delver, like I said, plays Nimble Mongoose instead of this, a hard-to-kill threat. This guy just, lights them up, as it were. Now, I'm playing 3 Snapcaster Mage. Yes, it does fight with his card for a little bit, but Snapcaster Mage gives you so much versatility and consistency in that it can flash back a card draw spell or a burn spell or a counter spell, and really does whatever you want it to do. And it's a 2/1, which can attack for 2. Very important in a deck that's trying to kill your opponent in quick post-haste. So now those are the 14 creatures. Now we're onto the spells. You have 4 Brainstorm because it's Brainstorm, it's Legacy. I have the Izzet versus Golgari Brainstorm with the Mizium Sphere Array, as any Izzet mage should have. Then I have 3 Ponder. I only have 3 Ponder as opposed to 4 because Ponder sees 4 cards while Brainstorm only sees 3, and you can put away cards. I'm not a combo deck. I'm often not looking for one specific card. So I just want I only want 3 Ponders and not 4 like Brainstorm. And oftentimes Snapcaster is going to flash back a Lightning Bolt or something else, and he only Snapcaster back a Ponder when I've got nothing else really to do. I have 3 Force of Will. I'm a blue deck. I want to stop combo decks from Show and Telling. The only 2 really combo decks in the format are Show and Tell and Storm. And Force of Will is good against both of them. But 3 Force of Will in the main deck and 1 on the board is kind of the normal thing to do in Legacy nowadays because more often than not, you're not going to play against a combo deck where you don't want the card disadvantage of Force of Will. So I only have 3. I'll probably be boarding some number of them out versus a creature deck. So we'll see. I have 2 Days because I want to keep them honest. Days is one of those, it's hard to play around. Do they have it? Do they not? I don't know what to do. But I've got 2 of them. So hopefully I can pitch it to Force of Will or Snapcaster Days. Not really. You don't really do that a whole lot. But I got 2. Keep them honest. What up? And 2 Spell Pierce because I want the 1-drop interaction that stops things with Snapcaster Mage. Lightning Bolt does not stop Show and Tell. Chain Lightning does not stop Ad Nauseam. So I do want something that Snapcaster can flash back and just gives me more cheap interaction where I can play a 1-drop on turn 1 and then a 1-drop and keep up protection on turn 2 for anything that isn't a creature. Or if I have a Remove Spell and Spell Pierce, I can do anything. Yay! Now those are the blue spells. Onto the burn spells if you want to kill your opponent with red, as I like to do. As long as it's paired with blue. We have 4 Lightning Bolt. It's Lightning Bolt, 3 damage, the gold standard. What are you going to do about it? 3 Chain Lightning. Like I said, it kind of mirrors the Brainstorm Ponder that these are the good ones, these are the subpar ones for this deck. Chain Lightning is Sorcery Speed Lightning Bolt. Legends, 1 set, who knows. But just watch out for the red-red redirect. So if they do have red-red open, cast it after you've attacked them so they can't kill your guy. If they have High Mind in, it's really sweet because they have to cast this so then you can red-red shoot it back. That's not really going to happen a whole lot. But knowing every minute interaction with your deck as a field as diverse as Legacy is a really awesome skill to have and something that I think everyone should have, which is why just picking up and playing a Legacy deck, if you're good at Magic, you can do that, but you don't always know the finer details. But yeah, Chain Lightning, it's sweet. Searing Blaze, this is probably the biggest controversial card in this deck. Searing Blade does nothing against 4-set combo decks. You have to have a creature in order to cast it. But everyone's playing Deathratch Shaman or Stoneforge Mystic or Mother of Runes or whatever, a creature, or even Grizzlebrand. If you're racing them and they reanimate a Grizzlebrand and they can't use the ability, what if there are 3? Then you can kill them if you have a land. But yeah, fetch lands, so you always have a land. And you haven't really lived until you Snapcaster or Searing Blaze at the end of the turn with a fetch land to kill a guy and then just 5 him. Searing Blaze, I also just love this card. World Wake, it's a good set as Jace. Now we have the cards that cannot kill creatures, only go to the dome. My reach, as it were. Reach. 2 Prize of Progress. Actually, This is the reason why I'm playing this deck. Like Esper Blade, Death Blade, one of the best decks in Legacy. Todd's won a billion times with it by now, other people too. They're playing 24 or so non-basics. This does a lot of damage if they have a lot of non-basics. So I'm playing 2 of these in the main deck, 2 in the board, and Snapcaster Mage can flash it back. It's awesome. A lot of red decks in the past have played Sulfuric Vortex in order to turn off their Battle Scroll, their GT, their Deathrise Shaman nowadays, I guess, what have you. But that just gets killed by Abrupt Decay, which everyone's playing nowadays. So they're going to keep Abrupt Decay in versus anyway. So I don't want to play turn 3, play a spell they can just kill, and I get no value out of it. This one, it's very hard for them to stop. So that's why I have 2 of that. And 1 Fire Blast. A lot of red decks play 4 of this card. I'm only playing 1 because really, you only ever need 1. I'm not casting 2 of this card. Come on. And the 4 damage, end of turn, Lightning Bolt, Fire Blast. That's 10 damage for 3 cards and 2 mana. Yeah, I don't need lands left, but whatever, they're dead. So that's the deck. I have 19 lands, the 3 non-basics, 11 fetches because this deck really needs fetches in conjunction with Delver of Secrets, being able to resolve fail because you only have 27 spells, so it's going to fail. Shuffle that card that failed away to draw a new card. Feed your Grim Lavamancer, turn on Landfall for Searing Blaze. Let your Brainstorm and Ponders get just the cream of the crop, despite not being a green deck. And just fetch lands are cool. And then I've got 5 basic lands, very sweet Guru lands. I need basics because I have Prize of Progress in my deck, and when in doubt, get a basic. I have Prize of Progress, so it will hurt myself in case we come down to a racing situation. Wasteland is very commonly played. I don't want to only have 1 land and then wasteland it. So I more often than not will want to get basic lands, and I only ever need 2 blue if I'm Snapcasting a blue spell, or if I like Ponder, Shuffle, Ponder. So pretty much I need 1 island and 2 mountains. There's the deck, 60 cards. Now we can take a look at the sideboard. And we're back. Here's the sideboard, magically appeared. I'm playing a blue-red deck. Mainly I'm playing a red deck, and so some number of Pyro Blast is pretty much standard nowadays. You need them for the combo decks, Merfolk. But I want 3. I'm not playing 4 because, like I said, I'm playing Snapcaster Mage and Brainstorm and Ponder, so I want some diversity in order to have the exact correct answer to whatever threat may stop me from killing my opponent. So that's why I have 1 Fluster Storm. Dream Hall's Omniscience Enter the Infinite is a big combo deck and one of the biggest combo decks out right now. And if they go for Dream Hall's Resolves Enter the Infinite with like a Force backup, you can Fluster Storm, and Storm count's going to be 3 or 4, and hopefully they can't pay for all that and counterspell the copy. So Fluster Storm is a sweet one of. It can't kill Jays, it can't kill enchantments, but that's the only thing that really matters. So I have 1. Plus it's cool to Snapcaster Mage back because you've already got Snapcaster Mage, so that increases the Storm count by 1. So it's just an all-around sweet card. Hey, Commander. Then I've got the 4th Force of Will. Like I said before, you want 4 Force of Wills against the combo decks, just to try to stop them from going crazy. And Force of Will is the glue that holds Legacy together, and I very much enjoy playing with it. So those are the counter spells, and I've got the hate-ish cards. 3 Surgical Extraction. This is my Graveyard Hate. Graveyard decks have kind of decreased a little bit ever since the printing of Snapcaster Mage, but as we saw 2 weeks ago, Reanimator got 2nd, so it's still a thing. Dredge is still a player, so you want some Graveyard Hate. I'm not running 4 because I don't think I need that much Graveyard Hate. I just want like 1 time. Plus, Surgical is better than Gravedigger's Cage or Tormod's Crypt, and then I can Snapcaster Mage back. Turn 1, get rid of the thing, play a guy. Turn 2, Snapcaster it, and you've got a lot of value out of your 0 mana spell, especially with Snapcaster Mage deck. So that's why I've got 3 of those. Like I said, the 2 more Prize of Progress to complete the full Monty. Have 4 in the deck after you board against decks with tons of non-basics. This card is very unfair. That's why I'm actually playing this deck, is because of this card and the ability to Snapcaster it back. So there's the 4. I kind of want to play 3 and 1, but I decided just to play 2 and 2. I don't think I'm going to need them very much against the mono-white deck that I'll be playing against, but you never know. I've got 2 Submerged. This is mainly for Tarmogoyf and now the Reliquary, and I guess Dried Arbor, what have you. Tarmogoyf is a big problem for this deck. I can't burn it generally. It blocks Goblin Guide, and it does block Delver of Secrets, but it probably shouldn't be Delver of Secrets at that point. And it also blocks Snapcaster Mage. So I kind of want some sort of answer to it. It's not permanent, but in response to a fetch land or the aforementioned the Reliquary activation, it does get them gone for good. And it costs 0 mana, completely free. Don't count on Snapcasting it back, though. I've got 2 Smash Smitherings. This is my Artifact Hate. Stoneforge Mystic is played all the time now. There's even the Tezzeret deck that Chris Anderson won an Open with a couple weeks ago. So this is the Artifact Hate. I could play I could play Shattering, Spree, or Smelt even. But this one does 3 damage, and really, what else do I want to do besides dealing 3 damage to my opponent? So that's why I've got 2 of these. You can Snapcaster in the back. It's sweet. It also can kill Chalice of the Void. The play on 1, a lot of my deck is 1, but this is 2, so it can kill it. And then I've got 1 Bonfire of the Damned, the terror that raged Standard and is still somewhat of a presence in Standard, but not that big anymore. This is a card for Maverick, for decks that play creatures, and I do have Brainstorm and Ponder in my deck, so I can set this up quite nicely, and probably kind of Snapcaster Mage, but it's Bonfire. It's fun. It's sweet. It's a miracle. Is it a miracle? But so yeah, there's my sideboard. Like I said, we'll be playing against Charles Gindy, playing Maverick or White Weenie or a bunch of dinky little white creatures that try to kill you with equipment. But I've got removal spells and card filtering and Snapcaster Mage and blue spells, so hopefully I'm favored. We'll see how it goes.